So here we're doing a laptop computer's purchase for $1,600. After each year, the resale value decreases by 30%. What will the resale value be after 4 years? Okay, so this is a really good question just overall in life as we're doing shopping and anytime you see something where a store has discounted an item. If they decrease the price by 30%, so they're saying something is 30% off. That doesn't mean it's free. And so if you're in a store and you're like 30% off and you want to know how much it is, we need to first figure out what percentage are we paying. So they're taking 30% off the price. So the entire price was 100%. If they take away 30%, we still have to pay for 70% of the cost. Okay, so what we're going to do at the start, this computer is $1,600. After a year one, we're going to have 70% of the original price, 70% of the price. Is how much it's going to be worth. So if I look at that, 70%, I can't put that in my calculator. Instead, I put 0.70. Of in math terms means multiply. And the price was $1,600. So I'm going to let my calculator do that math. So I get 1120. So that's year one. Year two, it's going to continue to decrease. So we still want 70% of the value. The problem is it's no longer worth $1,600. Now it's only worth $1,120. So 70% of a smaller number is going to be a smaller 70%. It's not the same amount as it originally was because now we're dealing with a smaller value. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 0.70. Of means multiply. The value is now 1120. So at the end of year two, it's worth $784. If we do year three, same thing. We want 70% of the value. But now our value is 784. So we're going to do 0.7 times the value. Every time the amount that comes off is a little bit smaller than it was before. Because the original amount, their value, is a little bit smaller than it was before. So now we get, and this one's kind of tricky, 548.8. Be careful with this. If you were to put this into either Pearson or Alex, it's going to count it wrong. Because money should always be 2 decimal places. If you have a decimal, it needs to be 2 of them. So this shouldn't be 548.8. It should be 548.80. That just makes it into our system. And then year 4, because our question that I had up the top was for 4 years. Same thing, 70% of the value. We're going to do 0.70 times 548.80. 384.16. So 70%, we got that because it was 100%, take away the 30, however much they said the decrease was. Then we're going to do 70% of the price, or of the value, whatever the value was. So originally that was $1,600. The second step, it became $1,120, $784, $548. Notice how that value always went into the next step.